Hello folks and welcome back to the Dream League Season 11 group stage games. That's right, we are here ready to continue action in Group D with Chaos Esports Club versus Na'Vi. We're back on the mic. It's me, Killer Pigeon, and my boy Lacoste. You got us all day, basically. You got this and then Lacoste, but one more series after this. Vici needs an opponent here. And, I mean, is there a clear favorite here? I feel like this might be a very close series.
Yeah, both teams showed pretty much the same skill level on day one, I would say. And it's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. Not too much info on Na'Vi, the way they play. You can't just take the day one as an example. Also, they didn't play too much. They qualified for this major. They played in V-Play, what was it, Valentine's Madness, and played one game in one of the online tournaments, and that's pretty much it. So not too much info to collect. You don't know what they're gonna pick and ban, but Chaos, they know what they want to go for. Instantly picked Razor and Oracle as an opener. This hero just feels too good not to have him.
Yeah, is this going to be a pattern is the real question. Is the Oracle just going to be the deciding factor? Because we've seen it be dominant so far today, and teams are definitely having this almost at first ban phase, but seemingly they're just allowing it to go through. Do you think that's just a mistake? Do you think this is more ban-worthy than, for example, the Shrek or the Nature's Prophet? I'd say yes, right?
I would say definitely Lifestealer. I didn't see too much Lifestealers being picked since the nerfs to him and Hand of Midas. So I don't think the hero is that great anymore. This hero Oracle, on the other hand, he's just too good. He provides so much, but you need to have some gap closers. You need someone that can get on top of him, either kill him or make him forced to use ulti on himself.
True. Has been a recurring theme that we've seen the Oracles, and your recurring statement has usually been, where's the Centaur pick? Type of hero that can actually easily reach that back line and find that kill.
I like Centaur as a counter to Oracle because you can just easily run away from a fight that you basically don't want, or you can find him in the back lines.
Wouldn't be bad against not just the Oracle, but also the Razor, right? So you can disengage from the static links with the Stampede. Definitely some justification.
Yeah.
Although, is this going to be... I mean, I'm going to assume that Magnus is going to be Blizz's hero. It was last time we saw it. I don't think Na'Vi are the biggest fans of running it in the pos 4 position. Or even pos 5. I think I've seen one or two teams try and run it as. We will see the Brewmaster come out, though. So that might actually mean that this is a Magnus support this time around.
Yeah, I feel like Brewmaster right now is only position 3 because he needs items, he scales, and the position 5 heroes, strength heroes, got nerfed a lot, and feels like Ice Frog doesn't want the game to go into this direction.
No. Too much flex. You know, it's nice to have this kind of environment where heroes can do different things, but you don't want this jack of all trades that is insanely good in all those positions, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we saved that for our new hero releases so that we can actually pump out more Arcana sales. Still waiting on Mars, by the way. I was kind of surprised they released him without actually giving him Arcana.
It's coming. Prepare 25 euros.
What's he going to look like? Is it just going to be a full-on This is Sparta type look?
I would love that, man.
That would sell so many, let's be totally honest. It's probably the perfect theme for him as well. Actually, finally, the Viper does get banned out. People seem reluctant to pick it in the first phase, and we rarely see it survive the second ban phase.
Yeah, they need to pick some kind of a control for this Brewmaster, Silence, and Troll as well. Right now, they pretty much have none, which means Brewmaster Split is always going to get off.
Right, there's something to deal with it. Primal Roar can be pretty handy here. And of course, there's no risk of your opponents now picking something like an Oracle because, well, you've already got that. What would be good against this right now? Because how does the Troll versus Beast lane match up, really?
Well, Beastmaster's not having a great time. So I suppose they want to lane troll with their position 5 hero so they can secure his lane and give him more kill potential, because just by having Magnus, it's not that great. They might run Mag as 5 and have Lion on 4. So really depends what they prioritize.
It's feeling like it goes that way, because I guess you're looking at it, right? You're going Magnus versus Lion. Which one does more of the gold? What do they want to be doing? Lion with Blink is insane. Magnus with Blink is great, like every 2 minutes. There's a big difference there. And that would also free up Magnus to just babysit and follow around the troll, buffing him up with the empowers.
Yeah.
How boring do you think it must be for someone to play Magnus 5 in that scenario? Walking around, just buffing someone all the time.
This is what I talk about. I mentioned it yesterday and today. Enigma as a counter to Mag. You group up around RP, and suddenly there's a really good opportunity for Enigma to cast Black Hole. It could be Enigma position 4 from what I see, because Beastmaster really is not playable as 4 nor 5 anymore. So they're looking into either safe lane or a mid hero. They can put Razor against the troll, let's say on the mid, but it's not easy to execute, because if Razor wants to drain his damage, just use the ranged axes on him, slow him down, the static link breaks, and the troll is good.
So do you prefer, in this scenario, would you prefer to see Razor around in the outer lanes or the mid?
He's going to play on the side lane, for sure, I think, because there's going to be a Brewmaster, and probably Brewmaster paired up with Mag. So 2 melee heroes, and that's where Razor loves to play.
That's true. Also, longer lane gives you more time to run people down, right?
Yes, exactly.
So do we maybe see Chaos just try and give something that could go mid or safe lane to throw Na'Vi off on the 10th pick?
Yeah. Well, longer is better. That's what my girl...
I mean, I guess that says a good thing for you if she's staying with you this whole time, buddy. But final ban.
So your question was?
So do they like flex? Do they go, pick something that can be good in mid or safe lane, and then throw Na'Vi off with their 10th pick, right? And go, okay, we need something that isn't counted by either of these two.
Well, Na'Vi will probably pick a mid hero, but they also have a last pick, so it doesn't really matter. They're going to see what Chaos is picking already, so they can put Troll on wherever they want. And Chaos Esports, I think they need a playmaking mid.
Okay.
Ember Spirit's still in the pool.
Is it risky with the Lion on the field? Because you got that insta-hex into stun. There's a decent amount of lockdown, right?
It is, but there's not too much burst damage besides Lion's Finger.
True.
And Lina ban could imply that they're going to go for it.
You never know. Maybe Na'Vi are taking Chaos strats a step further and saying the problem wasn't that you ran Lion as a 3, it's that you didn't run him as a 2. No Lion mid strats, maybe? Okay. Well, that throws a spanner in the works for Na'Vi, because they have gone for this farm focus, right, with the Troll and the Magnus. But if you get stuck trying to just cruise out to the late game, you're now against an Enigma and a Spectre.
This lineup from Chaos is going to need a lot of time to actually come online, because it's extremely passive. Oracle does not rotate, neither does Beastmaster until he gets level 6. Enigma is probably just going to jungle, which means that their laning stage is not going to be the greatest.
So do Na'Vi bid lower? Do they go for something that peaks in mid-game here? So where's that pick come from? What's that going to be? Lina was banned out. That would have probably been optimal here. All right, they are going in. Queen of Pain coming out.
Good pick. They literally have 0 ways to control Queen of Pain besides Beastmaster Roar. Oracle has Q, but it's a really good Queen of Pain game to start with. And a lot of burst damage. I like Navi's lineup. Very aggressive. They have some tower damage, way to control this Oracle with the Hex. Another mobile hero that can get into backlines, find Oracle, blow him up, especially when Brewmaster gets his Blink Dagger, which means that if Brewmaster blinks in and they force a roar on Brewmaster, there's going to be some counter initiation coming out from Mag, and I feel like this is a free Brewmaster game, and most of the time it's in their favor once they can use Split freely.
Yeah, they definitely have a more easy execution, I want to say, once you get like your ultimates online, because you've got the Enigma, the Black Hole that you don't want to throw out willy-nilly. You want to have that as an insurance policy. Feels like there's a lot of pressure on Tavo to be making plays in the mid game, right? Because he's the one that's a little bit more loose with the primal roar and the split push.
Yeah, I guess they would just want to survive until Spectre gets the Haunt, so they can start playing aggressive. Enigma gets level 6. Should be around 10-minute mark, and that's where he probably gets Helm of the Dominator, gets the Siege Creep, and they push the tower with the threat of a Black Hole plus Spectre Haunt. This is the timing that they want to take some tier 1 towers. Beastmaster, Aura. I mean, Beastmaster and Enigma together are extremely strong because Aura, with the Eidolons, a lot of attack speed on them, so tower pressure, but from what I see, Navi has a lot of ways to deal with it. I didn't see a lineup like this for quite some time. I want to see who's playing that Magnus. So it's going to be Soneiko playing the Lion, and Mag is going to be that position 4, which means that he's going to get the good timing on a Blink Dagger. I want to see Queen of Pain. This is the hero that I think is underpicked right now, and because she received some small buffs, extra intelligence at the start, damage still unchanged, but she can work a different way right now because I see people not even getting Shadow Strike level 1. Hello, Lion.
Yeah, you walked into the wrong neighborhood, and he'll end up being the first blood. That was pretty bold coming out from him. You want to see this plot do well, but that's going to be a healthy beginning for the Razor on this mid lane.
That's not a really place to be.
We found that out the hard way. I mean, you're walking up high
it is
blind.
if you're 3 or 4. If it's 2 heroes, you really have no business there.
It works in your pub games doesn't mean it works at a major. They learned that the hard way. Does mean there's already a salve sitting on Wii, so he's got the additional regen. It's harder to pop those salves, though, because of the Shadow Strike. It's an important thing to kind of look at here.
Yeah, I've seen Queen of Pain's skilling Scream of Pain level 1. Sometimes even getting 0, 1, 2 build, so you can clear the creep wave, and the mana cost changed from 95 to 80, which is a huge buff on level 1 Scream of Pain.
That's true. I can see that maybe working out if you think the Razor's going to do something similar, right? Where you just try and put points in the unstable current, and both of them just focus on farming. So Neko's trying this again. This time he wants his ward down, but for Misery, he does at least see it. He can't stop the sentry being placed.
Magical with the Blink level 1, breaking the Static Link. Static Link cooldown level 1, 4 seconds. Blink cooldown 15. He only drained 5 damage, no biggie.
Oh, and it looks like the deal is done. Lion did get his sentries down. Misery's bringing out some to deal with that instantly. He wants to have access to this jungle area and be able to farm. Although I don't think he's going to get the second D ward in time. No, he's stuck inside it. The bot lane looking right now. They have to pressure the Spectre hard, right? They can't just let this be kind of a neutral lane where both sides farm.
Yeah, I mean, they are pressuring it. It's a tri-lane. This Magnus is not doing too much in a tri-lane, but it's good for Chaos because you have Beastmaster in 1 versus 1 scenario, so he's going to get a lot of level, and they should trade farm, but Lizzie playing it extremely well. Way more creeps, and he keeps harassing him using a Thunderclap and Cinderbrew.
Problematic. It's not like it's going to get too much support because, of course, Misery wants to be farming in the jungle as much as possible to try and just make up that loss of gold Navi suffering from running this tri lane. And actually, they're going to get some now as they look on the HFN, going to get him low. Pulling access through, one final tap, and actually, greedily, Soneiko takes the kill. That was off the back of them trying to kill Chu. They're going pretty low, but these early boots from the Magnus have paid off.
Yeah, he can run to base faster. Region rune spawned bottom. No one knows about it. There's no war.
No one went to look for it either. In fact, there's no ward coverage at all for the runes. Which I guess is, I don't know, I would have expected, especially Magical, to grab one because he can make plays off the back of some good runes. It's harder for Wii, right? Because you've always got that blink to instantly escape.
Yeah, he's not gonna get more points in static link, I think, because it doesn't really matter at this point.
That's true. And the just casual harassment that comes out from unstable current is pretty hefty over time. You already see how that Shadow Strike really frustrates him. He's got that salve, but he can't even use it.
He might play aggressive. There he goes.
Yeah, he's going to go for it. Wee's in trouble, actually. He'll just have to tango up to stay alive. That hurts a lot with the Shadow Strike. Get him low. Won't be able to kill him, though. He's the big winner so far. Blizzy is just, as you said, he was a certain dominance early on. Does this continue is the real question as Beastmaster gets levels in the board and levels in the aura. Does if Blizzy kills the creeps like this?
Yeah, he's doing a good job just trying to kill Boris whenever he can. He has enough money to buy bottle, and the creep wave is in a good spot, so he's gonna run to the secret shop and get it. Also scout what Vincere is doing.
He's dead. He tries to salve up. He's gonna go for the TP away. It's gonna be close,
nope.
But too late. No cigar. Oh, no! The tick wasn't in time.
He bought Fairy Fire, if I'm not mistaken. It was so
like
quick. Yeah, I think he did to actually survive.
Yeah, that would have got him as well, because that was a level 2 Shadow Strike. Now Skewer back in the bot lane, rather. King's gonna go down. They are just shutting out the Spectre, in fact. 11 last hits. The poorest of all the cores right now.
She's not having a good time, as expected, because they are playing against Tri-Lane, dual lane against Tri-Lane. They're playing against Troll, who's a pretty strong laner. Whenever you get close, you get harassed. Couple of hits plus whirling axes. Oh, this Oracle, man, he's dead.
Yeah, they keep finding him. Nice backstab from Chu. They drag him into the welcoming arms of the line and the Troll.
He just TP'd back to a lane, which means he needs to run back. So Spectre is gonna be alone on the bottom for the next 30 seconds.
Problems arrive for the side of Chaos. This is not the optimal way for the lane to go. You can see Wee's being punished a little bit in the mid lane. Definitely having to bring out more regen than Magical is at the moment. And then, of course, we don't really need to go over how Spectre's doing again. That's pretty clear to see. So the real hope right now for Chaos is the top lane.
Blizzy.
And Blizzy is pretty deep. He doesn't have level 6. He doesn't have mana for the TP. In fact, he'll just be dead. A few swings more. They have to wait out the Drunken Brawler. Space, I guess. You did drag the Razor pretty far away from the lane, but now you're giving a lead to the Beastmaster.
He went to rune spot pretty early, and he was extremely greedy. He could have picked up the one on his side. Chu and Sonoiko picked 2 on side of Navi.
Bit of peace then in the end. The little counts, especially with the Spectre. It's any gold that you can get. I don't think this is going to be one of those Radiance type games, right? You maybe have to be more aggressive with your build. Or do you just say, okay, I'm not going to be able to compete. I have to go for the Radiance.
Depends how the game develops. If they can pressure the tier 1 tower, open up the map. Tavo is level 6 right now. Enigma also lurking in the jungle. He's going to have that Helm of the Dominator finished in 100 gold, so they're going to pressure the tower.
Kill. Crown Roar comes out, and Blizzy's all but dead. Malphus will get him very low. They need one more touch, and they should be able to find it. The birds give vision. And there it is. The clicks come out. Magical now looking for some vengeance. Won't be able to find it, though. Misery just quick enough and just healthy enough to escape. And no mana on the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, she's just bringing the bottle and boots for herself. That's the beauty of getting the first kill before him, which means Beastmaster. I mean, CS-wise, it's pretty much the same, but Beastmaster got the experience from killing level 5 Panda, which gave him level 6, and then they can play more aggressive on this top lane. Also, Spectre's doesn't have that much farm, even though it's 30 CS, so not too bad. They didn't shut her down completely. Also, she has a lot of levels, so closer to level 6. Next Beastmaster Roar should be a kill. Maybe if they rotate Enigma, they can take that tier 1 tower on top.
That was the big thing about the movement coming out from Magical, is it wasn't as much to get any vengeance with that TP, and it was to make sure they didn't lose the tier 1 at the 7-minute mark. And that kind of regard, his goal was achieved. Lizzie does now have 6, so they can actually bring up the line. They're going to try and make a play with that split when they see the opportunity. Misery is playing pretty deep. Doesn't have boots either, so he's a very slow ball. Slow boy, rather.
Oh, he's using the board correctly. Planning him down. There's the Alpha Wolf.
Oh no, Snake! He's just gone! The Alpha Wolf indeed, because they assert dominance here, and Blizzy just has to run for the high hill.
And Enigma's level 6 right now. Doesn't have enough mana to cast a Black Hole. Neither does Beastmaster. Do they have a Shrine? Nope. Not ready yet. He's gonna pop some mangoes. Plus a Clarity, so Black Hole is up and running. Spectre, pretty close to level 6. They could work with that, trying to get another kill. It feels like Na'Vi is not utilizing their heroes correctly.
You think it's to do with the Queen of Pain? Should she be used more aggressively? I mean, you got that 6 on Brewmaster. Is this where she rotates and looks for those team fights?
Yeah, either Brewmaster rotates or Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain has bottle. She has haste in a bottle, which means that she's going to rotate to probably Brewmaster's lane, and there they go.
And we'll try and get Tavo, who does now have his Vlad, so he's been farming pretty content up to this point. Same with we, actually. Been stacking the jungle and taking full advantage of that maxed out unstable current to get himself nice amount of
They're going to find Misery first.
Oh, they are indeed. He does have the Black Hole. Split's going to come out. They want to chase on the Tavo. Malphus and Echo. All the damage too big. The Haunt's going to come out. Now moving in. Sonic Wave Fruit going to get them low. Misery almost dead. Should tick out anyway, regardless. But they'll ensure it. They get the deny, though. Nicely done. HFN moving across. He's tanking up against all this right now. Cyclone in the air. Beastmaster can't assist. HFN just trying to move away. He has got the wand, so they can't commit too heavily. And Blizzy now in a lot of trouble. This Alpha Wolf meaning everything hurts so much. They're going to pursue under the tower. The pings come out. Who wants to kill? You give it across to your Spectre, who's been punished so far. No, actually, Tavo gets it with the boars. There's my kill.
Yeah, and Tavo still managed to save his Primal Roar with Vlad's and Alpha Wolf. First, that Alpha Wolf. All right, he's running away. I just want to see the damage. Like, boars deal 100 damage with Vlad's and that plus attack speed from Inner Beast.
Definitely the combo that is working out for them right now. It's going to be a Trader Towers in the meantime as Crystallize pushed on the bot. The Spectre that had a very worrying start, looking pretty healthy now, is also going towards that Midas, just trying to boost up your XP and gold gains as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you can see what the Chaos is trying to do. Once Spectre hits level 6, yeah, you rotate with the heroes now. Even V got a solo kill, and he has Road of Atos. Good pickup against Queen of Pain against Troll to keep him in place. Also works miracles with your static link.
Definitely looking to assert dominance, and that also makes we a very tanky boy. I mean, raises strength gain pretty decent at 2.6. It's going to be more or less impossible to kill him unless you find him solo. What is the entrance kill? It just feels like every... You know, we're kind of on a repeat, but I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and say it's the Oracle, right? Like, every time we see an Oracle game, your entrance skill has to be Oracle.
If he's level 6. He's level 5 right now, so they don't need to care too much about him. And with this Helm of the Dominator plus a Siege Creep, another tier 1 tower secured, which opens up the jungle for them. And the Spectre can farm a lot right now. She has Hand of Midas queued up. I think that's a good choice. It's going to get a lot of levels. They don't necessarily need to build Radiance right now. She's having a... Not the greatest start of them, but she recovered. That's what matters.
Of course, more levels into the Haunt. The cooldown does go down, so they can be active more often. And actually, Na'Vi are the ones looking to get active. They see this push, and they're annoyed by it. Split's going to come out, stunning across on the Misery, and actually being kited out by Wee. The fight's been split up. Magical in trouble. Throws out the Sonic Wave, but he's rude on the spot. The Atos is going to go down. Finger comes out, but Razor's so tanky. He just absorbs all that damage and doesn't give a damn. Cycloned up. Oracle being in control, but Troll walled as well. Now the Backtrust's coming out. There's the RP. Misery. He hasn't got the mana for the Black Hole. He's 10 mana short right now. False Promise going to keep Tavo alive. Allow him to move away. Misery. He'll just kite it out and kill off Crystallize. He'll turn around looking for more. Seneko will go down to Wee on the other side of the fight. But they're not done here just yet. They want Blizzy as well. They'll find the kill onto him after getting the tower. And Na'Vi, they gain nothing out of this.
Yeah, it feels like Na'Vi can't fight right now. 5,000 net worth lead for them. Again, Oracle with the save. He got enough money. Just bought an urn. So it's not looking good for Na'Vi. If Chaos wants to go, they could go into Roche Pit. There's literally 0 ultis on side of Na'Vi, and they're gonna be online in a minute and a half. Magnus had a good timing on a Blink Dagger from position 4, but not very effective.
That's the thing about picking up a Blink Dagger in this type of scenario. Yes, you are supports as less priority in farming, but it's... I mean, it's the same reason that people don't like to pick up a Blink straight on a Tide, right? You want to try and find something that gives you more
that's a core Tide, so there's huge difference between it. Like,
but like the difference is that he's used that RP and now he doesn't have much to do, right?
Yeah, but you can still land a game-winning RP from position 4, which kind of... Position 3 Magnus builds into these tanky items, team fighting, whatever, Greaves, Crimson Guard, Pipe, and then gets a Blink Dagger. But he also needs to follow his core a lot, so that core can get the items, and it's very different. I feel like position 4 Magnus is the best role for the hero.
I guess the point I was going to try and make is, would a 4-staff be better? Because then, when you don't have RP, you can make the saves, right? Because you're up against an Atos now as well. Or do you think that like Blink was definitely just thumbs up 100% better?
Blink is better. He could get 4-staff next item after Mana Boot, but he would be halfway to probably 4-staff if they won that team fight. It's always better to have a Blink because positioning will be better. You don't necessarily need to land an RP. If they're sieging tier 2s, especially tier 3s, you can just skewer someone back and that's a guaranteed kill, and then wait for Blink Dagger off cooldown and then reinitiate.
Alright, that's very well. One coming out. They found a target in the top lane, tried to TP away, but Magical's been found and killed off. Rooted on the spot.
Just Road of Atas doing work.
Definitely, there's not really much you can do about it. And now the question is, what does Chaos want to do? Because obtain this tier 2 top already. They're playing around this area a lot. It does suggest they want to go towards the Roche now.
Yeah, look at the difference between position 3 on side of Na'Vi and from Chaos. You have Beastmaster, Vlad's already finished Medallion plus Claymore, and your Brewmaster is gonna have a Blink Dagger, a naked Blink Dagger.
And what can you really do with that? Because we've just seen the awkward issue for the Sun Na'Vi right now is, do you have enough damage? Right, we saw the last fight, they fingered they didn't quite hit him with the Sonic Wave, but even then he was sitting fairly healthy. And it just feels like you need a way to get these back lines. So I don't think the Blink's a wrong choice from Blizzy, right? He has to get that. Or would you like to see
that's really not the problem. It's the early game rotations that they didn't read map well what Chaos is supposed to do with this kind of a lineup, which ended up them not grabbing any kills, and that's what Queen of Pain wants to do. Someone diving a tower, she TPs, especially if she has a rune, and she even had the haste rune, but they didn't achieve too much with it.
What do they do in this scenario? Like, what's the focus? Do they just need to play around the Queen of Pain rather, and actually look for pickoffs right now? Just make space for the Troll to farm?
Troll is gonna farm. They don't necessarily need to fight them right now, but it's gonna be a problem if they just keep dodging. Like right now, it's a free Roche for Chaos, and they can't do anything about it because Black Hole is up. We've seen this combo from EG yesterday, where they have Oracle and Enigma. Enigma just runs in, tries to like land a Black Hole, tanks a spell. Oracle is there to back him up, and you land a 2 or 3 man Black Hole. This itemization from V, that's just crazy good. Road of Atas against Queen of Pain. She was ahead. Queen of Pain is not having a good time. 0-2-0. It's actually a support Queen of Pain, judging by the net worth.
It's definitely looking pretty rough right now, and what you build into really going for that Yules. Not what you want to have to build as a Queen of Pain. You usually want to get some sort of aggressive item, like those Orchids, for example, that can get you more kills more easily. Problem is, even once you get that Yules, like, are you going to get to an item after that? Because just look at Chaos's movements. They are looking to just assert dominance and make this map very small for Na'Vi by the 20-minute mark.
They're going to lose all tier 2 towers. And you're on a clock. Because you're playing against Spectre, who has Hand of Midas. You're losing all the towers. Yes, your troll is farming, but they have a lot of kiting potential. That's another kill for we.
Oh, and yet, there's a horn coming out. They're chasing for more. They see Magical, but they can't lock him on the spot. Let him get away. They will hang around the bot lane, though. They just want to actually try and apply pressure and remove any control that Na'Vi had over their own jungle.
HFN is not happy with Misery taking all the last hit on those small dragons.
Whoops. Hey, he needs his Guardian Greaves, okay? For the benefit of the team. Just sitting there telling Spectre, you got your Midas. What more do you need? Back up to 3k gold now. Spectre, oh, needs to get out. The RP connects on the 2, though. Now they're about to Sonic Wave, throwing everything at them to ensure they die. Chu ends up on the high ground, but gets a double kill as a result.
Huge mistake from Chaos. Like, mistakes like this lead to actually throwing the game in the later stages. I can see HFN being tilted because a lot of his farm has been taken by either Razor or Beastmaster, so he can just go to jungle and actually farm, join a team fight whenever there's a haunt. There's really not a place to be trying to siege tier 2, actually farm near tier 2 tower from Na'Vi.
It's quite questionable as well. Like, they were playing around the lane, trying to cut it, but they'd let the creeps go so far out in the bot lane as well, right? So it wasn't like they were going to get a push going anytime soon. So that should be the reset in their mind, right? That should be the moment they go, okay, we are ahead. We're not that far ahead, though. Maybe we just need to calm down. Play as 5 if we want to take these objectives, or go back to farming a little bit less aggressive. More importantly, play around their ults. I think maybe they shouldn't. Do you think they shouldn't be making these big plays without Haunt off cooldown? Or these aggressive plays?
They can play. They can play as for Spectre farm. This is where he should have been from the start. Plant a good vision for him so he can farm. Go into enemy jungle as 4 and just control it. You have a Beastmaster. Beastmaster's Hawk. He's the one who's controlling the map. Like, in a couple of interviews, I remember some things saying that, like, who's calling the shots during the mid game. And I think it was Fate Beyond who said the one who's playing the Beastmaster, he's controlling the game.
Words from Faith. I mean, it's fair. This is definitely that type of aggressive hero that can get those pushes going, but can also switch over to kills. Now Wee's the one charging forward, though. He sees Magical, roots him up as well. He should be able to find this kill. Stun him up. Black Hole committed to ensure the Queen of Pain will fall. Actually, Tavo pursuing, looking for more. Does have the Shadow Blade, but they are backing off and up to the high ground where he can't see them anymore.
And the Shadow Blade didn't pay off yet. We didn't see a good usage of Shadow Blade so far.
He's got plenty of time left. Just coming off cooldown again, but they're actually going to try and force the side of Na'Vi to come to them because Wee's up on the high ground and the Eidolon army are doing work. Oh, Chu, skill back. Wee backs off though. They don't want to commit onto him. Still so tanky. Clap will slow him down a bit, but this building's going to fall regardless. There's double catapults and a very tanky Razor on your high ground.
They have 20 seconds on Aegis. They do not want to fight until HFN gets that Radiance. 600 gold away. Should be done in the next minute.
Good news for Na'Vi is you do at least have your BKB online for your troll. So maybe you can fight back against that. They don't save their shrine though. Ball and the catapult finished it off. Good old Boris. Making sure Chaos's good work is complete. It's like choosing. Should we go towards the Shadow Blade next? So not interested in the 4-star tool. Just more initiation tools, basically.
Still a long way until he gets it. Sonic is doing a good job devouring pretty much everything that Chaos throws at them.
Still feels like Na'Vi struggling to find any sort of opening. And it's always the paranoia that's associated with that haunt, right? And you must know that there's going to be a Radiance now online for HFN, or at least you'll find out in a moment. They're about to fight. Split's going to come out. We're still pretty tanky. False Promise protect him. Now the Horn in. Snako getting pretty low. Already just disappears. And now Magical's going to be rooted across on the side with the Fortune's End. I'll actually move away from this. RP's going to come out into 2. Looking for the kills. Can they get him though? Healing up. Oracle taking a lot of damage to sustain him, but the Sonic Wave ends his life. And HFN trying to cut through the tree line. Crystallize with the Battle Trance activate and the BKB going. Wants to kill off the Razor, but a lot of damage on the Magical. He has to retreat, and Crystallize is going to be left behind with no assistance. And Blizzy, he can't do anything either. In the end, they're just running for the high hills.
I love how Razor was just sitting there not giving a damn about the troll hitting him with ulti-plot because he drained all of his damage. And if you don't have damage, you can't lifesteal. This is the problem. Like, he landed a 2-man RP, even with the Spectre using a Haunt. It's gonna be tough. Like, this game could actually end. They popped 5 ultis, and there it is. GG's called.
GG out. I mean, it's definitely true that we are so dominant in that fight. It's just, the more you actually figure about the interaction with the Battle Trance as well, you're basically a dog on a leash following him around. A very well an obedient dog, in fact. As a result, 23 minutes in, Chaos take the lead by taking game 1. And I mean, where was the biggest problem for you for Na'Vi? Like, what was the biggest weakness? Was it what you said earlier, where there was a point where they had the haste rune on Magical and they should have been making plays and they weren't connecting?
I mean, you're playing basically 4 versus 5 because Enigma is jungling. You should be winning your lanes. Your tri lane didn't achieve that much. I mean, this Magnus, he didn't play bad, but it's a position 4 Magnus, so he's not Tusk, he's not Earth Spirit that he can make those rotations. Also, mid lane was not going well for Queen of Pain, and with the itemization on V with that Road of Atos, Magical just did not have a game. Also, I gotta praise Chaos for their movement around the map. Misery was involved from the start, getting a kill, playing around timings on a Beastmaster. He got 6 before Brew kill, then another kill which led into a tower, got the Alpha, more damage on top of Lads, tier 2 tower falls. The whole map opens up for them, they ward it up. It's pretty much a textbook example how to play Dota.
Yeah, beautifully done from Chaos. Means they do go 1 game up. They're going to need to win another one if they want to go through and face off against Vici. But before we get to that, we're going to go to a short break. So hang around. Won't be long before we get underway with game number 2, where we'll see if Na'Vi can strike back and give the aggression they need to take it out to a 3rd game.